The Russell Westbrook signing was bigger than we could have ever expected. When we first heard about Russ going to the Nuggets, I don't think any of us really expected anything crazy, but let's just get right into where Russ has really made its impact felt, which is at times, right, he'll have these scoring bursts. He does a great job here, right? You get SGA, you get the tough floater, right? Just to keep it going. Again, like him working with Jokic, right? Because, again, he can work with Jokic in different ways because Russ is such a great cutter, and a finisher at the rim, right? Like, that's already going to be something Jokic is going to, use. Like, look at this right here, right? Like, he's going to get right over to here. SGA hard doubles. Russ immediately knows, right? Because Russ is still a high IQ basketball player. He makes stupid, decisions at times for sure, but he's still an highly intelligent basketball player. I think what he's been able to do for this team, right? And again, nights like this, right, where he's hitting the three ball, that's fantastic, right? And will that consistently happen? No. But again, the fit between Russ and Jokic, I think, is looking way better than we all expected just because Russ is, again, I think the Clippers helped Russ in terms of really helping figure out what his role is and going to be and needs to be. And obviously in transition, he's still a monster, right? Because Russ is still one of the best guard finishers ever. Like just dunker, whatever you want to call it. Russ is elite. And Russ has been pretty freaking good this year. 13, 5, and 7 on 47 from the field, 34 from 3, 63 from the line, right? I think Russ has helped this team in terms of finding a true secondary or even like a third playmaker passer, right, for this team. And again, he complements Jokic really well because he understands how to play around Jokic, right? He isn't trying to force Jokic to play around him. It's the other way around. Like, he's willing to understand, right? He gets a scenario, again, wide open three. Will he always go 3 for 4? No. I mean, he went 34% this season so far. So, I don't know if I would trust it that much, but again, just in transition, in the lane, like that's going to be huge. Like getting rim pressure for someone aside from Jokic is going to be important in the playoffs. And I think this Russ signing in that way has shown to do way more than we ever expected, quite frankly. He's been able to show his value through the lanes. And I think it's going to be even more important to talk about his playmaking and how that's honestly helped this Nuggets team even more than we would have expected. Obviously, one of Russ's biggest strengths throughout his career to me has always been his passing and playmaking. Russ has always been nothing short of remarkable to me at that specific thing, right? He's going to get the little screen action here, gets it up to Christian Braun, right? Again, I think without Jokic in the lineup, obviously it's not as good, right? I understand that before Nuggets fans or whoever starts typing in the comments like, oh, well, obviously it's not as good. But the idea is I've seen Russ with teams like this, and this is just beautiful, right? Like, Russ gets the ball here, and I love that he just sort of stays low because he knows what the action is supposed to be. They get this curl around and just gets the ball right behind the center. Like, there's nothing you can do about that. This is great from Russ, right? And again, in transition, Russ is going to give you something great in transition. Just immediately he's able to go up, get MPJ the dunk. And again, these are all in the minutes without Jokic. And I think Jamal has been, a good playmaker. But this is, again, Russ has played with teams like this before. It's similar to when he was on Oklahoma City, right? He's got defenders, guys that can space and shoot a little bit. They can cut for sure. Like, these minutes, obviously, they're still not that good of a team without Jokic. That's not the point, though. The idea is, right, I love Russ can get into the paint, draws that second guy over, boom, right out to Jamal, tray ball, right? Russ has changed his team in terms of, I think, what he's been able to provide as that playmaker. Because, again, I think Jamal Murray's a solid passer and a playmaker, but I think Russ is just better than him at it, right? Like, that's a decent pass from him. But then, again, right, just right back out to Watson for the corner three. Again, I am only reiterating this so much because I honestly wasn't that high on this signing when he did this in the offseason. I was like, okay, it could work out, maybe. Like, I don't know if you really want Russ and Jokic and Murray and all them, but hey, man, they've been real good with him as a starter. Like, they quite frankly just have. Like, what he's done has been nothing short of remarkable. I have to give credit where it's due, right? And again, he can still make plays like this, sideline or, back line out of bounds. They're going to make plays. And again, Russ is going to be a big reason why. Again, just look, transition, pushing, right up to DeAndre, easy dunk. Again, Russ is good enough in terms of when Jokic come off the floor, there's at least somebody else who can kind of step up and say, I can help run things for, just this little bit here. And again, he's played on teams like this. And I think the Clippers for sure has been a destination that helped him, I think. After that whole Lakers, nonsense and stint, and he got to play with Kawhi and Paul George, and he was able to really understand, like, it's okay to take that backseat. Like, these are guys that you can trust, and, you don't have to be the old Russ. I think that's really changed everything. And again, Russ in transition is still incredible. And I think that's huge because we already know Jokic is a crazy transition playmaker. So having Russ there in addition to it makes it even deadlier. And again, now you can just wait, get the ball over. I think, again, the facilitation that Russ can create without Jokic on the floor is going to be important for this team come playoff time, because there are going to be times where Jokic gets in foul trouble, or, Jokic just gets, gas. He's going to have to sit a couple minutes. Russ can probably try his best to at least keep the offense relatively okay. And I think that's a big reason that they got him and why he's proven me wrong. And then the last thing I want to talk about here is don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. We're on the way to 2K. You guys have really been killing it with the video support lately, man. It means a lot to me. And let's get, again, Russ's defense, I think, has also been very important. Again, when I say Russ is an incredible guard defender, no. But this is a great play by Russ. He waits for Sexton, goes up, right, gets a piece of the ball with his, his stomach, basically, forces the turnover. Like, Russ as a defender has always been, like, this is, like, incredible defense. This is just pure athleticism. Like, not enough oomph on the pass. Russ can now just immediately go into transition play, gets it up to Christian Braun, right? They miss, but again, Russ is in. The high effort Russ is going to give you is going to be important for a team like, the Nuggets come playoff time. And again, I love what Russ does here. Does a great job, right? The ball goes off a little bit towards, I believe that. Oh my goodness, is that Patty Mills? That's hilarious. And then again, Russ has a little, tough pass. Again, Russ is going to have blunders. It's not that Russ is a perfect player now that he's with Jokic. But he's made life for the Nuggets far better than I think everyone on the NBA community thought was going to happen. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think Russell Westbrook come playoff time is still going to be this, like, big linchpin for the Nuggets? Do you think that, the shooting might go down? What do you guys think Russell Westbrook's role will be for this Nuggets team when we get to the meaningful part of the season, which is the playoffs? As always, guys, this was Enter No Soup. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Have a beautiful rest of your day, guys. Peace out.